a short presentation on the origin of Burushaski language. The introduction of Burushaski language is that, as you know, that in Gilgit, Baltistan there are a little more than 100,000 speakers of this language. This is an isolated language spoken in Gilgit, Baltistan. It has three closely related dialects which are spoken in Hunza, Nagar and Yasin. Linguistically, Burushaski has been considered as an isolated language so far. So in different literature we see that it has been put as an unclassified language so far, because no one has been able to trace out its real roots within other linguistic families and trees in the world. But so far unsuccessful attempts have been made to link this language to Basque, Munda, Yeniseian, Caucasian, Dene-Caucasian, Nubian, Dravidian, Sino-Tibetan and Sumerian languages. But no one has, come up with clear evidence that this language has roots or connections with some of the linguistic families in the world. History of Burushaski research is that it has been, an unlettered language so far, so we don't have any written records in this language. This language came into limelight of research at the end of the 19th century when Leitner came to Hunza and did a little research on language, I think in 1891 or in that era. But after that, an array of linguists came to this area and conducted research on this language. They include Lorimer, D.L.R. Lorimer, Leitner, Bidulph, Hermann Berger, Itten Tifu, Dr. E. Morin, Elena Bashir, Tikkanen, Morgenstern, W. Wilson, and Elijah Kasul. But in the present this presentation, I'm basing my all information and content on the research work of Elijah Kasul, which he has conducted since 1994 on this language. Elijah Kasul is a professor at Macquarie University, Sydney, Australia. He has come up with very clear and convincing evidence that this Burushaski language comes from an Indo-European family of languages, and especially Paleo-Balkanic substratum. He has found more than 550 Burushaski words and root stems which come from Indo-European languages. So this is enough evidence that to prove that this language comes from an Indo-European language family. Elijah Kasul tells us that within Indo-European linguistic family, Burushaski is specifically related to Phrygian language. Phrygian language is one of very important and central languages of Indo-European linguistic family. This language is nowadays extinct, but it was spoken basically in the Macedonian area in Europe. Later on, Phrygians came to Balkans. They set up a very large civilization there, and Midas city. If you have studied language and civilizations, you might have come across the tale of Midas city. This city belonged to Phrygian people. He tells us, Elijah Kasul tells us that Phrygian language and their civilization was at the top of its flourishment during the 3rd and 8th century BC. He has focused his research on Burushaski and Phrygian language and found in these areas, for example, phonetics, grammar, semantics, lexicon, in which ritual, burial and mythia are included, and anthroponyms, onomastics which mean theonyms and ethnonyms. और उसके अलावा एक्स्ट्रा लिंग्विस्टिक एविडेंस भी इन्होंने फाइंड किया है कि किस तरह ब्रूशियस्की और फ्रीजियन लैंग्वेज दोनों इंटरलिंक्ड हैं और रिलेटेड हैं। मैं थोड़े से एग्जांपल्स में आपके सामने मैं कोट करना चाहूँगा। इनकी रिसर्च के मुताबिक जो फ्रीजियन लैंग्वेज है वो चूँकि इस वक्त स्पोकन लैंग्वेज नहीं है, एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुकी है, लेकिन जो रिकॉर्ड्स हैं उनके थ्रू इस लैंग्वेज का बहुत ही अहम हिस्सा रिकॉर्ड हो चुका है। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल 50 वर्ड्स इस फ्रीजियन लैंग्वेज के हमारे पास ग्लॉसेस के तौर पर है, यानी 50 वर्ड्स कम फ्रॉम अदर लैंग्वेजेस, यानी फ्रीजियन के वो अल्फाज जो दूसरे इंडो यूरोपियन लैंग्वेजेस में प्रिजर्व हो गए थे, 50 ऐसे अल्फाज मिले हैं। एंड इट्स rather striking that out of 50, 36 words are present in Burushaski with close correlation and with close similarities. उसके अलावा जो इंस्क्रिप्शन से ये ज़बान मिली है, इंस्क्रिप्शन में जो प्रिजर्व हो गई है, उन इंस्क्रिप्शन में से ये लीजिए के सूरह में बताता है कि एवरी थर्ड वर्ड इज़ प्रेजेंट, यानी 40% जो वर्ड्स हैं इंस्क्रिप्शन के इंग्लिश 40% वर्ड्स that are preserved in Phrygian inscriptions, we found those words in Burushaski language. I would like to quote some examples. For example, there is a Burushaski word giri. We call giri, it means a gift to a friend. In Phrygian language, this is gera for a gift. Burushaski word is sokas, to get down. A Phrygian word is sikinis. You see how much related these words are. A Burushaski word bitan for a shaman or soothsayer. The word is bitan, and in Phrygian puthon. Also in Greek language, this word is found. Gutas is a corpse, dead body in Burushaski. And Phrygian, it is Gutarian. Qom is a trench or the place where a dead body is buried. Qom. And in Phrygian, this is kunomani. Bat, Burushaski word bat, a flat stone which is put on a grave. The Phrygian word was batan for the same thing. Teshi, for a roof we call teshi. And Phrygians call teshi where a grave is covered. Means the same idea. Chimor, a desire in Burushaski. And Phrygian word is kemiros. Same thing. Man, a mound which is built over a graveyard, over a grave. The Phrygian word for it was manka. Similarly, zizi, the word for mother, which royal families only use in Burushaski culture. That the same word has been found on the sculpture of great mother, holy mother of Phrygian civilization. Zizi mene is written there. So, in the light of these researches and these findings, Elijah Kesul tells us that we have ample evidence to prove that Burushaski language is a direct continuant of Phrygian language. And he now comes, to even comparing Phrygian and Burushaski texts. He says that the comparison of Phrygian texts with Burushaski remains a major task for future, and it is an enterprise with promise. And at the end, he tells that Burushaski is a direct continuum of Phrygian language. He has done an experiment in comparing texts as well. There is a formulaic inscription on Phrygian graveyards which says that whoever does harm to this grave, may he be cursed The Phrygian sentence for it is Ios konoman adaket tetik menos. And Burushaski sentence should be like this, that Amine busokomar kakat etimige intik babumash. The same words. Konoman is the grave, titik is the be dammed and go to soil, and adaket is the cut to do harm to someone. Ios is ise. So, in the light of Elijah Kesul's research, we can say that Burushaski language is not only belongs to Indo-European family, but it is a direct continuum of Phrygian language. Thank you very much. Any question, please?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, आपने ये बताया कि Phrygian जो language है, ये अभी spoken language नहीं रही.
English.
I cannot, sir. So spoken language अभी ये नहीं रही, तो नागुज़ीर वजूहात की बिना पर ये खत्म हो गई है के हाथ से. तो क्या आप समझते हैं कि Burushaski जो language है, इसके लिए भी कोई खतरा है यहाँ पे?
Karl F. Rudolph and Peter C. Beckstrom are two famous linguists. They have conducted a research in northern areas on the languages of northern areas, and they have commented that Burushaski language is at ease for another century. For 100 years, there is no threat for Burushaski language that it will become extinct. These are their comments. Any other questions?